We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for returns for you to smash that like button to when you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the top 2 penny stocks that can have short squeezes in the coming days, weeks, and probably months, right? You want to start knowing about this information now to prepare and equip for the possible opportunities, where they stand, and how they're near their 52-week lows. And today we had a roaring SPY, right? The SPY was pushing up higher, the overall market, and our SPY bot sent us out a bull indicator, and call options were up 2 to 3x within minutes. And this is our new release that you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator and the SPY bot to receive the maximization on opportunities within the volatility of the markets with the clarity you deserve within the movements, whether stocks are going up or going down, to maximize on all opportunities. Now, we have the SPY pushing up, and we have the stocks that I'm going to share with you guys that were not following the overall market, but they're setting up and showing strength for the last several weeks. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us. We're going to jump right into it here with the top 2 penny stocks setting up to possibly short squeeze if shorts get trapped. So the home run opportunity of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the 2 stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave 5 to 10% jumps from their bottoms to their spikes up, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and it gave 20% plus opportunities 2 times in the day. So we mentioned this one in the pre-market as it was pulling downwards towards the bell, IMPP, and quickly things reversed and spiked up with strength on 42 vision, and it reached a high here of 20% plus. Things pulled back down, consolidated, got that full strength, extra layer of confirmation on that bull indicator on the 5-minute, and went for a second highest point of 20% plus. Now, I'm going to show you guys a zoomed in picture here of what was going on within this volatility based off the 1-minute, so you guys can see how Ultimate 42 Vision reacted. So this was the moment towards the bell, slightly dipped, reversed into strength, got that bull indicator of extra layer of confirmation, and full strength here on 42 Vision to go up 20% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these opportunities early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So the first stock on this list is APPH, App Harvest Inc. And I'm going to pull up Ultimate 42 Vision, the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators to receive the clarity you deserve within the volatility of the markets. So here we are with APPH. The stock got a bull indicator here on the 24th since 280, pretty close to the 52-week low of 262, and took off to a high here of 424. Now, this has to do with a little bit of momentum and some shorts covering, but I don't think all shorts have covered. We're going to look at the data together, and it has shifted from a bull indicator into a bear indicator since way up here at 370s, and right now it's at the 350s. So there's no better time than to be watching this stock as it's pulling back right now, back towards the 52-week low, because when you zoom out, the bigger picture is pretty big. This stock is down nearly over 80 to 90% of its highs to where it's at right now. This is pretty big of a pullback, hitting lows, bouncing off of it, and let's look at the short interest data, right? So when you go ahead and look at the short interest here, we have 23%, okay? That's pretty high. Anything above 20% is pretty big and super important to realize that once it's over 20%, the chances of a short squeeze are pretty high. Now, the outstanding shares and the share float is not that high. Obviously, it's a little bit in between It's not a low float, but it's not that high in terms of the value per share and also the amount of share float. Now the stock, if you look at this graph, it's just been in a downward trend, over 20% short interest, and the short ratio is the days to cover, which is 10.112. If shorts get trapped, that can create a situation to create a further squeeze, okay? And the target price based off analysis ratings here, based off this source and data, is 750. So super important to pay attention to that as well. Some of the analysis ratings point to the upside for this one, and currently if it goes any lower, I'll be watching the support down here of 326, and to the upside the resistance is 424. Now when you zoom out, we're going to look at it from a larger time frame. You could see that things here have been pretty bearish on the 1 hour. Got that bull indicator since way down here after earnings, popped up. And if I put the 1 day, right, the bigger picture, it was under a bear indicator since way up here at the 5s, since way back in November. Downward trend. That's when the market started to pull back, right? Hit these lows here, consolidated, took off, got a bull indicator. So that's another thing I'm going to be watching here on 42 Vision. Will this bull indicator hold up even if it pulls back? And I always say this, pullbacks are not setbacks, if not the setups for the next bull run, right? And if this holds true and no bear indicator pops up anywhere up here, even though it's pulling back before it runs again, if that's the possibility, right? That is going to be a sign of strength. But if a bear indicator pops up, it's going to negate this bull indicator, and it's definitely going to be something to watch if it double bottoms, retests the lows, and bounces out of it. But right here, you can kind of see that consolidation and a really small double bottom bounce effect. So this is a point to be watching if the bull indicator holds true on the 1 day, and same thing on the 4 hour, right? As we're already getting that pullback forming here in a smaller time frame. So let's go ahead and talk about the next one here on this list. These are the 2 top penny stocks with short squeeze possibilities based off their short interest and being near their 52-week lows. So here we are with the other one on this list, and that is NVIS Microvision Inc. NVIS stock has been explosive since the same date, the 24th. A lot of stocks bottomed that date. It got that bull indicator. Full transition on 42 Vision, right? White with red borders, red with green borders, dark green, green, and full strength moving forward. And every single time you get that type of reaction, you could see it as well here. White with red borders shifted into red with green borders, dark green, green, and full strength, and a bull indicator as an extra layer of confirmation. It went from 296 to highs here of 414. Same thing here from 260s all the way up to the 349 range. Same thing here as well, 260s to the 330s range, and so forth, right? So right now, things have bounced pretty strong from the lows of 268 to the recent highs here of 438. Now, based off the 30-minute, it's been under a bull indicator, has not shifted into a bear indicator, and it's going to be important to watch moving forward as it's moved pretty quickly, almost 100%. It's up nearly 80% plus, but down from its highs when you zoom out, nearly 80% plus to 90% as well. So when we go to the short interest on this one as well, it is over 20%, guys. It's at 23%. Super important to realize that. The short ratio is a bit smaller than the other stock, APPH. It is actually at 6.99. The other one was above 10. So it's still a lot to put pressure, or enough to put pressure on shorts to get trapped and force them to cover and stay as bulls and switch them from bears and shorts over to bulls. That's how you get them trapped, and they remain trapped by covering and remain covered by buying back shares, right? And it accelerates the upward movement. And you could see it here, the downward trend breaking out of this wedge here of the purple and white support and resistance lines based off this data here. But most importantly, it's not just that, it's where it actually broke recently on the 24th of February, and how things have been moving really fast. And it's a key level to watch it now due to the short interest and a possible squeeze. Now, the share float on this one is a lot larger than the other one, so that is another thing to be aware of as well. Now, no price targets here for NVIS, but still something to watch based off the data, the reaction in the charts. And if I pull up the 4-hour, you could see that things have been pretty strong. This is when it actually broke out of that wedge, as you were seeing it in the bigger picture of the chart here on the other chart. You could see it right there around that area at the beginning of February. Same thing here, but it double bottomed. If you look at it right here, kind of double bottom and bounced off. So right now it's at this bull indicator after earnings. And now the question is it breaking out? Because it did break out from 416, hit highs. You have the 430s, almost 440. And the next point would be up here at the $6 range. So definitely important to watch it moving forward as more shorts possibly get caught up in this squeeze, because on the 4-hour and the bigger picture of the 1 day, things have been looking pretty bullish since way up here at $3.52. Bounced up, came back down, and has actually taken off again. No bear indicators in the process, and this bull indicator within the volatility and the slight pullback and setup for the next bull run has been dominating and holding up the chart. So super important to see it break through 416, 414, give or take, in that area, hitting newer highs. And the question is, could it break out from 442, which is not that far from where it sits, and back up here towards the $6 range, $5 range, right? So let's go ahead and look at this on the 30-minute to look at it zoomed in. I'm going to share with you guys the supports and resistance I'm watching. So the first support will be down here at $4. I'll just round that down to $4. It says 403 here. Round it down to $4. And if that gets broken through, the next one's down here at 384. And then I would have to reassess everything going on within this area and see if a bear indicator popped up in the pullback, okay? Because right now, there's no bear indicator. This bull indicator has been dominating, and from extreme weakness into the full shifts here on 42 vision of strength. Now, to the upside, the highest point was 438. We want to see that break towards 440 and get up towards the next point of $5 and $6 based off the history of the chart. The higher this goes, the more shorts get trapped, and the short interest is pretty high. Days to cover is pretty high as well, and this could stir up a huge push up to the upside, forcing shorts to cover, creating a squeeze. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.